Hi, this is Craig Sheffer. I play Uncle Keith on One Tree Hill, and I am here with FrConventions. Thank you. Well, I read the script and I really liked the script, and I hadn't done television before. I was movies for 20 years before that, and I was looking for something where I could stay more with my daughter, so I started looking for a series, and I read it and I really liked it. And then I knew Paul. We had done a movie together, so we came in and read together, and I said, if we do this, if we get this, we gotta do this. And so, you know, it turned out that we were the first choices for the role, and I was off and gone. I don't think I saw it. Like, I know I was in it, but I don't remember. It's 20 years ago, I'm sorry. I need to, the next time I do a convention, I need to watch the first 3 seasons again, because I realized I don't remember some exact moments. I loved working with Chad. I think my favorite scenes in the show were the ones between Uncle Keith and Chad, because in my life I like to be a mentor. And I see myself as that's part of my personality. So it's what I like most about the character of Keith and why I wanted to do the show. And so whenever we had those deep, powerful moments and talks and that love that we had for each other, it meant a lot to me to be that part of the show. Yeah, I didn't like that the way the Karen and Keith story ended. I the second season, the stuff with Jules, I didn't believe it fit Keith's character. I didn't like it. And then when, you know, yeah, I didn't like that at all. I was hoping to, and so was Moira. We were both hoping, you know, Keith and Karen would end up together, but they decided to kill me instead. They should have let us get together before they killed me. Yeah. That would have been even better if she agreed to marry me and then they killed me. That would have been even better. Yeah, it's an amazing experience. When we started One Tree Hill, these kids were all teenagers. They were, you know, anywhere between like 18 and 21. I think James was just graduated high school, and they were just brand new, and they all did a great job at really developing into good little actors, you know. I mean, they were pretty raw. I mean, Hillary, she was on MTV before that, and Sophie was young, and it's so cool to see them growing up and taking all their different paths and having their own families. Because now, when I did One Tree Hill, I took my daughter and homeschooled her there. So she was 10, I was 44, and now I see Chad, you know, all of them. Chad has kids, James doesn't have kids yet, but he's getting ready to, and they're almost the age that I was when I did the show. So it's such an amazing transformation, and watching them all grow, and Hillary on her farm, and Sophia coming to her own in a totally new and different way. Just watching the progression of life of these young, wonderful people, it's great. You know, I liked working with everybody. I would have maybe liked to have had some more stuff with Nathan, because you know, I didn't get to do a lot. It was like we were pretty separate. I was Chad's, you know, and he was against Chad, so, but I always loved all the scenes I had with Paul, Chad, Warner were great. But maybe it was some of the younger people. I had a couple of nice little moments with Hillary earlier on. I liked working with her, but maybe with Joy, Hillary, and Sophie, it would have been nice to have more interaction with them. Yeah, I think it's always an important topic. I think the show covered a lot of that with the character of Jimmy. I think it's I mean, we see it happening now. I mean, what's happening then, but you know, to have the school shooting in the show and to see how, especially I think super young people who don't have access to mental care and are afraid to talk to their parents about it, how it can affect an entire community and when they act out. So I think those are very important issues. I think, and also just anybody who deals with anxiety and depression, it's not easy. And yeah, I think it's something that should be explored more. Oh, I would love to be a part of it, but you know, my character's dead, so who knows? In the shows that they did after I was dead, I came back as a ghost. Maybe I'll be back as a ghost. Of course, I'm 20 years older, so I could be somebody else. I just love all those guys, to be around them. We all have a great time being around each other. No, I mean, it was, first of all, most shows, when you do a pilot back in those days, I guess they still do pilots, but most of the time they don't become series. They pilot, you make the pilot and they go away. So this became a series, and it was not a big series on Warner Brothers' list. And then here we are 10 years, 12 years after the show's off the air, where these conventions keep getting bigger and bigger with a new and bigger fan base. It's amazing to me, because I've done probably 100 movies, and no movie has ever been, you know, I still go to conventions for other movies, you know, the horror conventions. I've done like 4 or 5 big horror things, but not like this. This following is totally different. It's very similar to the way River runs through it. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Brad Pitt and I star in a movie, and it's that kind of, it's a very emotional movie, so it has that effect on the fans, but it still doesn't compare to how One Tree Hill is just everywhere in the world. People love it and love our characters.